Stevie Mitchell, a beloved character in EastEnders, arrived in Walford in 1998 after his father's death. He faced hardships under his uncle Billy's care but found solace with Phil. Tragically, Stevie died in a car accident in 2002, leaving a lasting impact on those close to him, including Sonia. Stevie Mitchell from EastEnders, who was he? Spoilers for Tuesday's episode of EastEnders, which hasn't yet broadcast on BBC One, are below. Billy Mitchell's father Stevie, who was initially introduced during Aunt Sal's funeral at the beginning of the year, has returned to EastEnders this week. Billy and Phil gave Stevie a chilly reception in today's episode, making it obvious that they didn't want him back in their lives. But Billy and Honey had an open discussion about their troubled past when Honey urged Billy to listen to his father and find some closure. After a contentious conversation in which Billy discussed his late brother Charlie in particular, Stevie asked Billy how to contact Charlie's son Jamie, to whom Billy had to break the news that Charlie had passed away in 2002. Now that Jamie's years in Albert Square have elapsed, let's review the beloved figure. Who was Jamie and how did he pass away? Stevie Mitchell from EastEnders, who was he? After his father Charlie passed away in 1998, Jamie made his Walford debut. Charlie himself never appeared on TV, but in a 2022 special flashback show about the Mitchells, he was brought to life. Jamie, being a teenager, moved in with his uncle Billy after losing both of his parents. But Billy would frequently abuse him violently, and he wasn't given proper care. He was taken in by his godfather, Phil, a distant relative, after learning about Billy's brutality and having even been present for an attack. Jamie started dating Sonia Jackson, but when she became a mother at the age of 15 and had a child with Martin Fowler, things became much more difficult. After Jamie had an affair with Zoe Slater, the couple briefly parted ways, but they later reconciled. Although Jamie's relationship with Billy improved, his friendship with Phil did not. In 2002, Jamie and Sonia assisted Phil's ex-girlfriend Lisa Shaw in fleeing to Portugal with their daughter Louise. When Phil learned of this, he beat up Jamie for standing up for Sonia after threatening to kill her until she told him what she knew. The violent action drew criticism from the audience. After Jamie was attacked by Phil, Sonia helped him recover, and the two became engaged. In EastEnders, how did Stevie Mitchell pass away? Jamie purchased back the engagement ring he had to sell earlier in 2002, so he planned a romantic surprise for Sonia. However, when he was making his way back to her, he was unexpectedly struck by a car, which was being driven by a distracted Martin who was texting and driving. Before the physicians could declare that Jamie's liver damage was irreversible and that there was nothing more they could do for him, Jamie had been hospitalized for a few days. After heartfelt sequences in which Billy and Phil expressed regret to Jamie for their treatment of him, he died away on Christmas Day with Sonia at his side. Over the years, Jamie has been mentioned in the soap opera sometimes. For instance, in 2017, Martin talked candidly to his and Sonia's daughter Bex, who was being tormented at school at the time, about the fallout from Jamie's death. "You're not the only one, you know," he replied. "Everyone is staring at you, chatting about you, and treating you like the weird guy in town. I experienced all of that when I was your age. It was a simple, foolish error that only happened once. I believed I would never go past that." Later, after finishing an illegal job in 2019, Martin and Tubbs were involved in a hit-and-run, which brought back memories of the deadly error he had committed as a youth. This incident left Martin feeling tormented by his past. In these new sequences, Billy talked about his own guilt regarding his late nephew, Jamie, after telling his father that he died in a vehicle accident over 20 years ago. "You didn't take him in when Charlie died," he remarked. "Yes, I did. And I mistreated him. Most likely due to the way you handled me. Every day that passes, he never leaves my thoughts. His entire life lay ahead of him. I wish he was here with us." Billy and his estranged father appear to have become further apart after learning of Jamie's passing, but it's unclear if Stevie will be able to mend fences. A 14-year veteran of BBC EastEnders, the star letting slip that he's returning to the soap opera. Over 10 years after he first stepped foot in Walford, EastEnders actor Ricky Norwood has stoked rumors that he may return to the beloved role of Fatboy. For a number of years, Ricky Norwood, star of EastEnders, portrayed the beloved Fatboy on the BBC serial opera. The adored character was tragically killed off in December 2015, but she briefly reappeared in a flashback last year to help make sense of Cindy Beale's reintroduction to the program. Additionally, Cindy was killed off a few years ago. Fans have been clamoring for Ricky to return to the BBC serial opera as Fatboy ever since his brief reappearance. Many people firmly believe that, given the absence of a body, there is a very real possibility that Fatboy is still alive. Recently, Ricky shared a new image, which has stoked rumors that he would be making a comeback to the BBC serial opera. He was seen posing alongside Jamie Borthwick and Natalie Cassidy, who play Jay Brown and Sonia Fowler on EastEnders, in a photo that was uploaded. Ricky acknowledged that he would love to return to the show in response to questions the actor receives on a regular basis. EastEnders is a show where anything may happen. He told Radio Times, "I have a lot of love for EastEnders, and I have a lot of friends and relatives that are still there. They are family to me since you have a lot in common there. Working with others allows you to truly form close relationships with them. There have been comebacks whether you die on screen or off. A fantastic year of storylines on EastEnders. It was a great Christmas. All they have to do is give me a call if they ever need Fatboy back in the square." Ricky just took part in the most recent season of Dancing on Ice, an ice skating program. "I said, let's get started. Why not? For many years to come, I will be able to use that expertise in my repertoire. We are engaged in intense, specialized, and challenging work." When asked about his decision to compete in the ITV skating event, he responded, "By the time I finish this show, I'm going to be proficient." He went on to place highly in the competition. Bradley Walsh of The Chase in A Physical Pain, while Mark Labbett screams for medic EastEnders, discovered by Tabula as Sonia's baby daddy following unexpected pregnancy. There are still two unanswered questions. Will Ricky ever return to the BBC soap opera, and is Fatboy truly dead? BBC One will air EastEnders on May 6, 2024. Fans can anticipate a blend of mystery, drama, and family dynamics in the next episode of EastEnders, which will premiere on BBC One on May 6, 2024. Patrick gets into a difficult situation after asking the incorrect person for assistance, which has unanticipated results. In the meantime, Gina and Anna decide to resolve the issue on their own in an effort to strengthen their family bond. In a different plot, Martin and Chelsea enter the world of event planning and embark on a new role as party planners. Their lives are made more exciting as they overcome obstacles in their new endeavor and experience both victories and setbacks. Watch EastEnders for an exciting episode that will have fans on the edge of their seats thanks to its many twists and turns. Watch the drama unfold as Gina, Martin, Chelsea, Patrick, Anna, and Gina work with the challenges of relationships and family in Albert Square. Release time and date, Monday, May 6, 2024, 7:30 p.m. on BBC One. Please subscribe our channel.